Good evening.
You're looking lovely in diamonds.
You look great.
Shall we?
Please. Thank you.
So you grew up in Phuket,
Yes.
and then you lived in Bangkok.
Now, yes.
Tell me the difference between the two.
Phuket is more chill, more like a beach vibes. It feels more like a melting pot.
Melting pot.
When actually Bangkok is the capital, but it seems a bit more like a city that people comes to thrive in their life.
Bangkok.
Yeah.
People come to thrive.
It's a big city.
Right.
People come here to move forward in life.
Everyone's trying to make their mark.
Yes. Try to create a future, I'd say. But well, one thing they share the same is the hospitality, of course. Both Phuket and Bangkok is two of our best destination that people come in Thailand. But yeah, Phuket is more chill, beaches, coconut trees, fancy cars, in terms of like colors, like a fancy Jeep, I'd say. More
Fancy
Jeeps,
Jeep.
more fancy Jeeps. Like
What about a fancy truffle-colored Rolls Royce?
that you would find in Bangkok. But in Phuket, you'd find more of like neon, bright neon Jeeps. Yeah.
Well, now that you've stepped up to Rolls Royce SUVs, I'm not sure you can go back to neon Jeeps.
I can, of course.
Oh.
Depends on the day.
Versatile.
Maybe sometimes I wake up and then I want to get into my Jeep. Maybe sometimes I wake up and then I want to get into my Jeep, like
Are you a beach girl at heart?
at heart, down to my roots.
Can you ever adapt entirely to the hustle and bustle of Bangkok, do you think?
I think I've already adapted to it. Well, in Phuket, it's very chilled, like I said. So we live a really slow life. When you wake up in the morning, you stop to get breakfast before you go to school or work. Dim sum is what we often get. But here in Bangkok, people just wake up straight to bed and then straight on the...
It really is New York of Southeast Asia.
Yeah.
If Phuket is the biggest beach city and it's pretty chill, I can only imagine what the other beach cities are like.
We have a lot of beach cities, a lot in the south, and also Pattaya and Hua Hin. You can choose wherever you would love to visit, but each beach cities has their own charm. Like in Phuket is different from Pattaya and Hua Hin. Everywhere you go, it gives you a different feeling. So I'd recommend you trying out all the places and find your favorite,
Try which one?
where you feel like you belong.
A decade ago, a friend of mine who lives here with his Thai wife, he said, Hua Hin, the royals spend their summers there. You should buy an apartment. And I think I've lost a lot of money not buying that apartment in Hua Hin.
No, but like I said, you have to try the place. Maybe Hua Hin suits his vibes, but maybe if you go to Pattaya or Phuket, you might want to buy an apartment in Pattaya.
I think he's a guy like us. He has some intrusive thoughts. I think he and I think alike.
Maybe he just walks down the street, saw this apartment. Maybe I should buy it and just got it.
I've spent too much of my life doing that, unfortunately. Bonsoir.
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 Bonsoir. Comment allez-vous?
I'm great, thank you.
Here it's our caviar. Caviar is La Maison Nordique. It's a 100% French production that is close to Orléans on the city. Then we are using this caviar since we opened.
We'll experiment.
Thank you. Are you a big fan of caviar?
I like a spot of caviar every once in a while. Yeah. You recommend the cream? Is that a little much? We'll share it.
Okay, yes. Thank you. Oh, sorry, I forgot to share.
We'll forgive you. Just one time only, please.
We do have some champagne for you. So we do have our champagne produced by Pierre Payard in the Montagne Reims.
I almost appreciate, I like those micro states of these tiny, that was one of the first places I wanted to go in Europe, was these tiny countries that no one, like San Marino, and no one's ever heard of them. I understand your point. I'll tell you the place that I'm really enjoying summers now is I'm doing Greece, and I'm trying a different island every year to see which is the best place for villa living. But we're here tonight celebrating luxury living in Bangkok, and thank you for showing us to
You're
Bangkok.
very welcome. Cheers.
Cheers. So a lot of people we talk to, their wives are concerned. Okay, maybe it's safe for the man, but what about for me? How safe do you feel in Bangkok as a woman?
It's my home, so of course I feel safe. But anywhere I am in the world, there's a small part inside of me that I know that I'm a woman. So I have to always be careful. But speaking about safety in general in Thailand, you can leave your keys in your motorbike and then you go somewhere else and then you come back, the motorbike is still there.
That's the ad for Dubai. Everybody leaves their Rolls Royce key in the dash, and oh, you should move to Dubai, it's so safe. You think the same here?
Yeah, I think the same here.
Would your Rolls Royce still be there?
But if it's a Rolls Royce, then I wouldn't leave my keys.
You wouldn't take your chances.
No matter where I am in the world, especially if it's in the truffle color.
The truffle color is hard to replace. You
Yeah.
have to be careful with that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, but anywhere you are in the world, you always have to care for your safety because you can never tell, even though you're in the city where they say it's the safest.
And I know you were in Mexico City. Was it November for Miss Universe?
Yes, November.
How do you compare Bangkok to Mexico City? Two great mega cities.
It's quite similar, actually. It gives off a very similar feeling to Bangkok. I think partly because of the culture as well. I think that well, I did my research before I went to the Mexico City. Then I was just asking people who were like a specialist in Latin America, like, what can I do to make people in Mexico feels like I'm close to them? And they were like, oh, Mexican people and Latins, they love love, compassion, just like Thai people. So that's one of the parts what made me feel like home. And also the buildings and the atmosphere, of course, it's different. Infrastructure.
You know, infrastructure I think is better in Asia, you know? Would you agree?
I think it's about the charm. Everywhere is beautiful.
There's a lot of charm.
Yeah.
I don't think people understand just how much European quality you can get here in Bangkok, from the Evian to the great champagne to the caviar.
Yeah. We have everything for you here. Welcome to Thailand.
Ooh, I like that. Talk about the religious influence in Thailand.
Religions actually don't have that much influence or like in our society because well, a lot of people in Thailand is Buddhist and we're very open, and no matter what religion you are, we find a way to live together peacefully and happily because we're really open Thai people. You can believe in Buddhism, I can believe in Christianity, as long as we don't hurt or create issues. So.
Do you know where they have really good Malaysian tea?
No, I don't.
At Nomad Capitalist Live.
For this one, it will be your welcoming canapé to open up your appetite first. I recommend you to start the first bite will be the salmon glavak with the cucumber and smoked herring cream. Then continue on the right side is a sea urchin sapphire with toasted rice cream. I recommend you to take it only one bite because it will be pop up in your mouth. And to finish with smiling cookie, which is made of mushroom, hazelnut, and black truffle. Please enjoy.
So I understand you have a charity that's important to you. What is it that you're doing and where do you see the need most in Thailand?
My charity is called Opal for Her. When I was 16, I went through breast lump removal surgery. It was 8 centimeters diameter and 10 on both sides.
That must have been pretty scary.
Yeah, it took quite a big toll in my life, and I had a dream to compete in the Miss Universe Thailand and to be a model. So I just decided to have an operation and had it removed. And then so 2 years later when I competed in the Miss Universe Thailand 2022, I didn't exactly start my project yet because I was scared that I wouldn't be able to make a change. But then when I competed, I talked to my fans about my life experience. And there's this one fan, she was battling with breast cancer, but she said that she got through it watching me compete in the Miss Universe Thailand and just having me as her inspiration and her light at the end of the tunnel. and now she's cancer-free. And then when I competed second time for the Miss Universe Thailand, my voice got bigger. I have a bigger platform because I won the title. And now here comes the partnerships and collaborations. And I go to many hospitals to visit cancer patients, just give them, power to go on. I also collaborated with Mawat, which is a jewelry brand that's sponsored for Miss Universe Thailand. And they have a charity platform called Voice for Change that supports people that have a cause to create a better change in the world.
I've often thought, can I make a difference? And what I've learned both here and just in life is everyone can make a difference. And if you save one person, they say you've saved the world. So cheers to making a difference.
Cheers.